Good morning, class 9. Today we will discuss how to make the chemical formula of a compound, that is called molecular formula. Before that, I want to tell you how an atom gets positive or negative charge. We know that an atom is electrically neutral. It means there is no any charge, positive or negative charge present on an atom. This is because in an atom, the number of electrons and number of protons present in equal number. Electrons carry negative charge while protons carry positive charge. So that these two amount of charges present in an atom in equal amount and they balance and make the atom neutral. With the help of example, we can understand it. For example, this is an atom. It contains 11 protons. Then number of electrons will also be 11. Because in an atom, number of electrons and protons both are equal. We know that electrons carry negative charge. It means the amount of negative charge is 11 negative unit and the amount of positive charge will 11 proton, so it is 11 positive charge. But when this atom loses one electron, when it loses one electron, if an atom loses one electron, it means it loses one negative charge. And when it loses one negative charge, the amount of positive charge will 11 while negative charge will minus 10. Because it loses one electron, so here it is minus 10. Now you can see here the amount of positive charge will more as compared to the negative charge. That's why an atom gets positively charged by losing one electron. If it loses two electrons, if an atom loses two electrons, then it carries two positive charges. And mostly metals have the tendency to lose electrons because they carry 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their last cell. This we will discuss in the next chapter in detail. So metals have tendency to lose electron and so that they carry 1, 2 or 3 charge on it. Example, when sodium metal, it contains 11 electrons and 11 protons. By losing one electron, when sodium loses, by losing one electron by sodium, it gets one positive charge. And similarly, magnesium loses 2 electrons, it carries 2 positive charges. Similarly, aluminium has tendency to lose 3 electrons. So when aluminium loses 3 electrons, carry 3 positive charge. By this way, metals lose their electrons and gets positively charged ion. They are called cations. Similarly, anions are also formed. Anions means negatively charged ion. These are formed by gaining of electron. And this tendency mostly have the non-metals. So non-metals gain electron. That's why they get negatively charged. For example, chlorine. Chlorine has tendency to gain 1 electron. When it gains 1 electron, chlorine gains 1 electron. That's why we will put here plus sign. So chlorine when gain 1 electron, it gets negative charge. Now, we will discuss what is the ionic compound. Ionic compounds are those compounds which formed when cations and anions held together by the chemical bond. Means this ionic compound is formed by the combination of cations and anions. Example of ionic compounds are NaCl, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium chloride, CaCl2, magnesium chloride, magnesium oxide and calcium oxide, etc. These ionic compounds are formed when cations and anions held together by a force of attraction. That force of attraction is called electrostatic force of attraction. This electrostatic force of attraction held the cations and anions and make a bond. In chemistry, this force of attraction is called chemical bond. For example, NaCl, it contains Na plus and Cl minus. In simple, it looks like there is no any charge, but internally it helps with the cations and anions. Sodium, it contains 11 electrons. When it loses 1 electron, it gets positively charged and becomes Na plus ion. That is called sodium ion. Similarly, chlorine, by gaining 1 electron, it gets negatively charged. So, these two, Na plus and Cl minus, opposite charges attract each other. Therefore, a force of attraction held between these two ions, opposite ions. And this electrostatic force of attraction is called chemical bond, and they form the compound NaCl. Children, why these atoms lose or gain electron? To acquire the stability. This we will discuss in detail in the next chapter, structure of atom. Okay, so here you understand the ionic compound. Now we will make the chemical formula of compound. Follow these 3 steps. At first, we will write the formula of each element which make the compound. And in second step, below the symbol of each element, we will write its valency. Today also I am giving you valencies of some metals and non-metals. So, at last in third step, we will cross over the valencies of elements and make the chemical formula. With the example, we can clear it. Formula of carbon dioxide, how we can make? First of all, in carbon dioxide, 2 elements, carbon and oxygen, are present. So we will write the symbol of carbon C and symbol of oxygen is O. Valency of carbon is 4. So next step, we will write the valency of carbon 4 below it, and below oxygen we will write the valency of oxygen, that is 2. Now cross over the valency. This valency goes here and this valency goes here. So cross over the valency and we get C2 and O4. This 2 and 4 both are divided by 2. So we will divide it by 2 and we get C1O2. 1 is no need to write. Therefore, now we have the formula CO2, and this is the formula of carbon dioxide. Similarly, we can make the formula of any compound. In sodium carbonate, 2 things are present. One is the sodium and second is carbonate. We will write first the symbol of sodium, that is Na, and symbol of carbonate is CO3. Now we write the valency of sodium. Valency of sodium is 1 and valency of carbonate is 2. Cross over the valency of these two and we get Na2 and CO3 group contain 1. Here we can write 1, but there is no need to write 1. If it is more than 1, we will write 1. So it is Na2CO3, and the formula of sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. If you will learn the valencies of metals and non-metals and a group of monovalent, divalent, trivalent anions and cation, you can easily make the formula of any compound. Thank you.